and welcome to HistoryPod. On the 28th of October 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis ended when Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev agreed to remove Russian nuclear missiles from the island of Cuba. Cuban President Fidel Castro had met with Khrushchev in July 1961, and the two men had agreed to station short-range nuclear missiles on Cuba. America already had a number of nuclear missiles in Italy and Turkey, both of which threatened the USSR, and they had supported the failed Bay of Pigs invasion in April 1961. Although the missiles were identified by American reconnaissance on the 15th of October, the 13 days of the crisis officially began when President John F. Kennedy was informed the following morning. Threatened by the discovery of the missiles on Cuba, which lay barely 90 miles from the coast of Florida, the USA responded by enforcing a naval blockade around the island in an attempt to stop any more missiles being delivered. The Soviet Union initially refused to recognize the blockade, but the ships carrying missiles later turned back while Kennedy and Khrushchev continued a series of tense negotiations. An agreement was eventually struck in which the USSR would publicly remove the missiles from Cuba, while the USA would secretly remove its own from Turkey and Italy. The Soviet Union broadcast its intentions to remove the missiles on Radio Moscow on the morning of the 28th of October, and the first dismantled missiles were shipped out of Cuba on the 5th of November. Because America's part of the agreement was kept secret, Khrushchev appeared to have lost. The reality is that both sides were forced to make concessions.